little piece of worm. It don't look. It looks pretty good on the camera actually. There's a tiny piece of worm that was left over from the other half. I got a little bite right here. Let's see, can I get him? He's bit it twice. Feels like. There he is. Yep. I don't know if I can land him, but I thought that might be a keeper fish. He's not huge, but he's a good old keeper. It's kind of interesting that a little squeal right up in there. The best one so far. Yeah, he's healthy. He is healthy. Okay. No, he's not hurting. I took him to the chiropractor right quick. Did a chiropractor maneuver on him. Okay. Well, that's what it looks like a native. I mean, I don't try to bull jive anybody, but that fish is distinctively different than that first rainbow I caught. Okay. Well, hopefully that'll turn out to be the best footage of the day so far. And I'm trying to see. It looks like these fish, I'll have to go home and research it, but it looks like they're showing up a little better when I put them in the shade. So I don't know. I'm gonna do both so you can see it. See, I'm wanting to say that's a foot long, okay? I want to say that's a foot long. Let's break out the tape measure. Let's break out, we got a good little spot to set this bad boy right up here on these leaves. Okay? And like I said, I got that little tape measure now. And you know, I'll tell you the truth, a couple of years ago, until I really started measuring fish more, like I say, I used to probably overdo it. Like I used to maybe say, I mean, I don't know that I could have ever thought that was a 14-incher, but I think I used to think fish were bigger, and then I started laying back. So I used to would have said this right here was a 10-incher, but I think that's about a foot long. If I can find my tape measure again, it might be like 11, but let's see. I'm gonna call it a foot. Okay. Nope, he's just over 10 inches. So I was wrong about that one. He's about 10 and a half inches. So you know, hey, that's why I got this. I don't want to mislead anybody and tell you I'm catching bigger fish than what I was. So I thought I was being conservative, and I actually messed that up. So I'm glad I got this. That thing's paying off already, because you know I want to be accurate about what's going on out here, man. So he's 10 and a half inches. That's a healthy fish though. That's a healthy fish. It's by far the best one so far. Those other fish felt limp. This one here, he's been eating. He's just thicker. I can feel it, you know. You know, that last fish fought pretty good too, and I thought he was a native brook trout. Let's see if we can see what this fish has been eating. Probably typical rainbow. I see a little grub worm type of thing in there. There's one of my worms. How'd that already get in his stomach? I'm gonna use that again. I'll use that worm right there again right now. I'm gonna assume that's mine. Could he have swallowed that and that went already in his stomach? I guess so. Look like okay. Looking at his meat makes me think that's a stalker. But that's a pretty fish, and he's healthy for a stock fish. Like look like he's been here thriving a little bit in this creek already. He's been finding him some food. Her looks like it just had started getting eggs in it. You know, that's another thing. You know, you catch them with eggs in them all the time. And I was reading about how the fish that they stock, they make them where they can't reproduce. Which to me is the dumbest thing of all time. I've got to really understand that. I've got to go and ask some questions and try to figure out what's the concept, what's the advantage to that. I just can't figure that out for the life of me. Anyway, that was that one.